Sometimes it's not so easy, like we want to do something, but then the context may not be conducive to it. I experienced this a lot, like when I had to leave the university world, because I felt it was things which were very important for me that I was teaching and researching, and I thought it was also important for the world. And yeah, then you have this feeling nobody cares about it, and you may have something precious, but what's the point, when nobody cares? So yeah, sometimes just like one person being interested, I have it here with my Taiji students, some of them are interested at the beginning when I came. I just had one student, two students. Actually, it was not even students, it was people coming up to me and asking me, saying, "Oh, it's beautiful what you're doing. Do you share it?" And so they inspired me, to share because of their genuine interest in the thing. I think the important thing is it is there. The beauty is there and people can find it. And life is working in a very mysterious way. In the last weeks, I have had some current students, PhD students, or who just finished the PhD and are starting their postdoctoral research, contacting me because they have read some of my books, like I wrote 20 years ago almost. Well, not, yeah, almost actually, almost 15 years. And now they come across it and they're working on things, that are related to that. Maybe I was a bit too much in advance, like when I wrote them. And it inspires them and they even contact me. And you're like, who would have suspected this? And in terms of videos, there was this one video I did. I was supposed to teach Vidya swimming, and then she couldn't come to the swimming class, and so there was this other friend of mine, White, and his wife, and they had a camera, and then I said, "Oh, just let's film it, so at least we can give that, to Vidya." Then I looked at the whole thing and was like, "Oh, actually, like White also would need it, and his wife, and other Indian friends who don't know how to swim." So I put it on the internet. And that was really one, I didn't even think of making this video, it just happened out of the circumstances. And then somehow at some point somebody put this on their swimming blog on the web. And now it has like 150,000 views. Even the things where I put much effort and much things, maybe sometimes not many people view it. And then it just so happens that somebody is interested, somehow somebody puts it on a blog, and somehow suddenly a big audience is inspired by it. So I just give this example to say that it's not in our hands. We can try to do our best, we can try to share beautiful things. Then if it is received, how much it is received, it's not really in our hands, and I don't think it's so important in the sense, yes, it is. I mean, it's definitely, we're happy, if people can relate or appreciate what we're doing. But my life has really taught me that in the end, yeah, even if, there's this certain seed of some flower in the desert. And so it's dry, so it cannot bloom. And I think it's every 60 or 70 years or something like this that you have actually like a kind of monsoon there. Every 60, 70 years, it's decades. And during all that time, the seed is just there. And then suddenly, the water is coming and then it flowers. And again, it gives some new seeds, which then again, like in 60, 70 years, will flower. So I feel it's worth to plant the seeds. Flowering ourselves in a certain way, and that's a beauty for ourselves. And by doing so, giving seeds, which for other people may open up and flower whenever conditions are ready. And maybe some of them will not flower. And that's okay also. We all have our gifts and our skills and our own perspectives, and I think they're all very valuable. And if little by little, as human beings, we would learn to listen a bit more to others and give them space to express themselves, and then at the same time also lose our fear of maybe sharing the beautiful things, that we carry inside our insides, could be a beautiful thing.